We have a few things on the cards today, starting with coilover swap in the S13 as well as exhaust. Ben's new S13, and by new I mean old, S13 is back in the friend circle, and we're going to get rid of these blasties and put on a decent exhaust and a newer set of coilovers for this that were out of his C33 Laurel. So this coilovers in this are not great, so we're going to get rid of them. They knock, they squeak, they're bouncing all over the road kind of thing. So that's his thing for tonight. And my thing, you might have noticed, we no longer have the Marlboro Z32 here. It has gone. It is done. It has been sent off to go get tuned. How exciting is that? So instead, we now have the 32 in the garage with its like mega layer of dust. I'm so tempted to leave all this dust and crap on it and just when it's eventually done, just leave it like this and take it to a meet and just watch people's reactions. Like, it would be hilarious, I reckon. And I have to probably bring like a flash swatter so I can swap people that keep doing this. Here's my stuff. So hat, my torch. And my job for tonight is I've got some new 40 grit discs and I've got to continue on with my tubs. Now, I've already covered them in a bit of etch primer. This was just purely to keep the rust off it while I wasn't here, I wasn't working on them. There's still quite a lot to go on these. I've got to fix this little bit here that you can see. I've got to grind all these out on the insides. Little bits here, here. The angle grinding discs I was using were quite large, so there is bits that I can't get with the discs. So I will have to either use a Dremel or I'll have to get another grinder that can handle smaller discs. The one that we currently have likes to overheat. So doing my best with the big discs that we have at the moment. Gonna see how we go with that. I'll probably be on the tubs for quite a while tonight. I really do want to finish off this carpet though. The carpet is the bane of my existence at this moment. I just want it over and done with. I'm so fed up of having my interior in pieces, and yeah, the last tiny little bit left to go on it. You wouldn't think it'd be this annoying, but yeah, I don't ever want to do carpets ever again. Not unless they come pre-cut and with the holes and that stuff, like, so I could just pull it out and put another one back in. I wasn't expecting to have just a piece of carpet that was molded but uncut and untemplated, no holes, no anything. That's kind of really annoying and takes away the ease of changing it over. It makes it a whole new job in itself. So that'll be on the cards very, 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 very soon to finish off. I just want to get these tubs out of the way first so I can primer the bay and so I can look at fitting the engine in the next couple of days and getting these mounts done, and just template up some stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I haven't heard back yet from the ceramic coaters. So Thermal Edge was doing my ceramic coating on all my hot side. They were meant to call me today. I think I'll give them a call tomorrow and we'll see where they're at with it. Hopefully we can pick them up on Thursday and maybe have all the hot side together and back on the motor by the end of the week. But another thing, I've still got these R32 GDR seats just sitting here. I don't intend on using them in this again. So if you know anyone with an R32, GDST, GDR, or even an S chassis 13 or a 180SX, they have rails that will adapt to suit either S or R chassis. So if you're in the market for GDR seats or you know somebody that is, hit me up. They will help fund either new seats or an ECU, which will be nice. So yeah, let me know, help me out, send me a message on my socials if you know someone. Bum 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 ba-da-doo diddle-doo diddle-doo-doo-doo. It's okay, yeah, I'm over it. Caw-caw! Hee-hee-ha-ha, tuki-tuki, caw-caw! I think we've established caw-caw and tuki-tuki don't work. If you're my generation, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. I don't think this has happened before, but I think I killed the grinder. This is our ye old trusty grinder. It is a Rockwell from, what, 10 years ago? Yeah, it's I think it's on its last legs. It's very, very last legs. Watch this. It's gonna be loud, but listen to it. Dude, now she'll make a trophy out of it. Just stick something like a thing on the bottom and stick it up there. Poor thing. We'll paint it gold. Just cover it in export. Would you like to pat your grinder goodbye?
It's not dead yet.
It's yeah. What? Yeah, I'm not pressing hard. Like you could see, I one-handed that, and it was almost stopping the thing.
You leave OG son alone.
OG son? I was waiting for it. Don't do this at home. Yeah, being left-handed doesn't help. Every now and then I bump the freaking switch that's on the wrong side. Please, Rockwell, please make left-handed grinders. Please, that spin that way as well. I want a counterclockwise, right-handed button grinder. Much appreciated. It's off, and we now have the Jasma from Benzold 33 on the S13. This whole car needs a new kit, but you can't afford it currently. Hopefully that'll give it a bit of a better note and quieten it down a little bit. At least make it sound like it's not a straight piped SR, that'd be nice. And sorry, I don't have my light on me, but currently doing coilovers. Alright, so remember that carpet that took 13 months to get here, and 5 emails and a whole bunch of screwing around, and eventually they got it to me after I threatened the fair trade, and they wouldn't give me my money back. So what happened was they ended up rushing a job, I'm assuming, and got this out to me, and this is the condition that the carpet's in. So I'm trying to mark this out so I can mark all the seat holes and the handbrake holes and the bracket holes and all that kind of stuff and get it all nice and neat and correct. Straight off the bat you can already tell this is not molded off a 32 GDST. I have no idea what that is. Weird seat bracketing, I don't know. We've got excess on the carpet here that has to be trimmed significantly. But my favorite part about this so far, apart from the fact that it's the completely wrong shape and that it doesn't really sit correctly. The whole idea of me doing this was to get it down and cut out the center half here and not have to cut any excess and get it right the first time. But this lovely little floor panel that they've put in was done by a monkey. That is the seat bracket point. That's the pedal area up there. They say keep buying Australian and all that to keep money in the country, but this is the quality that you have to deal with, and I'm getting pretty fed up of it. So if you ever wonder,
I just put my Malaysian coilovers in and they fit mint. Everything bolts in good. First time pipe looks pretty bang on.
What'd you pull out though?
Japanese coilovers. 900-year-old.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably like 30 years old.
They are the base height adjustable things.
Oh.
Top height adjustable things.
And for teens. Teens do not age well.
Yeah, we're rocking the BC golds.
Not too bad. Maybe I should do that, Benjamin. We'll just, no carpet, let's just do really dumb. I could Sharpie my floor and it would look better. Do a koi pond. This is not pimp my ride. I don't want fish tanks in a drift car. That is just a bad time waiting to happen. I must be hangry. I'm not in a good mood.
Ah, BCs. Oof.
You good?
I set each of them to coilover size, and they all are exactly the same size on the car. Not one's half a centimeter lower, Not one's 3 centimeters up for some reason.
Well, you did have them on the Laurel, so they obviously had time to settle.
Oh, good. All I did was guess the height I wanted and boof.
You have a lot of people
in
that
the
will...
front, 65.5 in the rear.
I think we're 50-50 divided in the car community. 50% of us are like, yeah, BCs is fine, you know, but good budget coilovers. And the other half are like, oh, BCs are so bad. We're in the category of, I like BC. I think Benjamin doesn't mind BC. He doesn't really care though.
I just want working things. I'm sick of non-working things.
Yeah.
And if you look at the ones on the ground, they weren't working.
Yeah, come on, they're 30 years old.
I'm not blaming Team. Team make good coilovers. These were just well past their expiry date.
Yeah. But no, I like BCs. I really like BC Golds. They're one of my first choices of suspension. I don't care what anyone else says. I have had a good track record with them over the last 11, 12 years. I've had...
Just anything. I'm just going to run it like that for the next few days and see what happens.
I've got BC Reds in the Spirit Ray Miyabi. I've got BC Golds in the black 180SX with crazy suspension that was a full-fledged drift car. And I had BC ERs later on in it when you use external reservoirs in the same car as well, so which were out of a 14. So I've had a whole different range of BCs and I've never had a single drama. No leaks, no knocks. Touch wood, where's some wood? It could happen, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I personally have had a great experience with BC. So I've got D2s, very high top of the line kind of D2s in the FDRX7. They are $4,500 worth of prototype racing suspension that you cannot commercially buy. I was the guinea pig for racing setups when we were affiliated with D2, so they sent me out that, and I got to test that for the RX7, and they full external reservoir, million point adjustableness, all the other, you know, fat flashbang things. They had pillow joints, some, I don't know, rubber, polyurethane pillow joints, and every little bell and whistle you could want with coilovers, and they are beautiful to drive with. As for the 32, what did I put D2s in the 32 actually, and they are really, really good. I like them a lot. I went for, I think, 8 rears and 14 fronts, I think. I have to remember that. I like my stuff really stiff, so yeah, don't like a lot of bounce. Well, I like a lot, I don't know. I like bouncing a lot by not bouncing a lot. Does that make sense?
Rather sit that height, you know. FTQLDP.
Look, give it 6 months and we will not be in this country to care anymore. And it will be a case of what can you do, not what can't you do.
Cut as much of the subframe to make sure I can get it as high up into the car as possible so my rails are hitting the ground.
Yeah, rail scrapers. Well, at least you won't have a height restriction on how high or how low your car has to be.
No, but I'll kill the babies.
You're gonna kill the what?
Babies.
You're gonna kill... No, they don't have babies in Japan.
Low.
What are you whinging about?
Oh yeah, no.
Japan's gonna...
a
classic excuse for trying to criminalize car enthusiasts over here is, your car's too low, you kill babies. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna attempt... I'm gonna rage quit this carpet, to be honest. I'm gonna throw it in the car and then just hack it up with a razor. I'm over it. I'm pretty angry. More junk cut out of the car. It is surprisingly, time flies. It's been 2 or 3 hours. That's where I am up to. It is very painful trying to cut any of this carpet or any of the sound ending. I've done my little bracket here, cleaned up the brackets here. We have a handbrake section now. I'm gonna say spot then. But this little bracket, this little dude for seat mount. The other seat mounts needed cutting also, and I have to do the seat belt mount here. But it's weird. The carpet here just doesn't sit very well at all. I'll show you what I mean real quick. So you can see we have the spot here. This is meant to sit all the way down in there. So that's where it actually sits, but they've made this so it's meant to come up here like this, which is, you can't really see it on the camera, but that's how much, like there's still that much ground down there that it should be going into before it starts curving up to come onto the sill here, but it doesn't, so I'm just going to have to make do and ignore my back seat, most likely. It's going to be later in the week's problem. We have to head for tonight. Look at all this stuff too. All the plastics. I'm gonna hit them with pressure washer clean out the 20-30 years of gunk that is on the in and the outsides of everything. But the whole interior of the car is now empty. All my stuff is now stored. My boot is also empty, and everything that was on the RB20 or on the RB20 setup is now tucked under here, and we'll be going up on the car very soon. So I've got my Parker's headlights, got my gauges, fogs, my clutch and brake master, and all my little brackets and mounts and my horn. Whole bunch of stuff, but it's getting there. Hopefully we'll get some progress really rolling on this very soon. I'm gonna bring my dash over the next time I'm over, so we'll start mock fitting the JZZ30 digital dash instrument cluster into the R32 dash and see how that goes. See if it clears the steering column, see if I'm going to run into any issues, and if it is actually viable. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away with doing it. If I can, excellent. If I can with a little bit of modifications, great. If I can't outright, it's going to be a bit disappointing, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So I'm going to tuck my other carpet away. I can't believe it. I can't even unpick this to pull it out. The carpet is, it's going to look, I don't know. I really don't know what to do about that. Yeah, just
Nissan floor mats.
Yeah, I should have bought a Nissan one. Yeah, I can buy a Nissan. Actually, yes, good point. You don't know this, but you are going to save me big time with this one. I'm going to ignore that. That is just a very frustrating setback, and get some really pretty nice floor mats. So J&L Fab do some sick OEM style floor mats with Skyline little metal laser etched logos. Everything look really nice. They're in 5-piece sets as well. So yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Alright, done. I'll catch you in the next one.